Are you listening? Nurse Pass. Beast mode. Grind.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Brad back with another video, and what I wanted to talk about in this one is to kind of give you guys the fundamental knowledge necessary to build the proper foundation for success in nursing school. This is I've touched on this several times in the past in different videos in various forms one way or another, but I kind of wanted to compile this general consensus of knowledge all into one video to provide it to you hopefully succinctly to help you begin to reshape, resculpt your mind in order to approach nursing school through a different lens. So the foundation for success in nursing school, it all begins with your mind, right? Our mind manifests itself in the reality. What we think, how we approach our day is going to manifest itself directly into our physical environment around us. So in my opinion, the foundation for success in nursing school is beginning to resculpt your mind, to retrain your mind to be a student. So much in the way that you would train for a job. Whenever you're new to a job, if you don't have any background knowledge or information on how to perform the tasks of this job, how do you do it? You approach it with everything that you have. You pour yourself into that craft and try and learn every single individual facet necessary, required of that job in order to help you be the best employee, if you will. So how do we become the best nursing student that we can? Real quick, guys, I just wanted to let you know that I am an affiliate with an amazing company called NRS&G, whose sole mission is to help nursing students be successful in their studies. They have an amazing program called the NRS&G Academy that is absolutely full of all of the nitty-gritty need-to-know information necessary to help you pass nursing school. If you make a purchase using the link in the description below, you would be greatly supporting me and all of the work that I am doing here on this channel. But if you can't, don't worry, because they have a ton of free resources available to you as well. Love you guys. Grind on. It really, I've been listening a lot to a lecturer, a clinical psychologist named Jordan Peterson. You may have heard of him. He has this concept of dead wood, shedding off the dead wood, all of the things about yourself that are not necessary for a pertinent task or for life in general, to leave behind what remains, that solid core, the solid foundation, that core that remains within you, necessary to complete a given task, if you will. So what I'm talking about is doing away with the old things of your characteristic, of your personality that you don't need, that are not going to be helpful for you moving forward in nursing school. So as I've talked about in previous videos, if you're the kind of person who likes to, you know, spend too much time doing certain things, right? Whether it would be Netflix, video games, partying. That's a big thing for a lot of collegiate students before they get into their into their set pathways, into their set grad programs or whatever. They like to party a lot. They like to let loose. Just different things that aren't necessarily beneficial for you as a student. Start to shed that dead wood. Once you begin to get rid of those things that aren't going to be beneficial for you, that may just be an anchor and hold you back from progressing forward into your program, then what you can do is you can begin to hone in specifically on the individual characteristics or requirements of you in your nursing program, right? So fundamentally in school, in nursing school, you have to begin to develop effective time management skills. That's the very first thing. Shedding some of those superfluous, non-necessary things in your life is going to help free up time. So that's one, going to help you better manage your time. Then moving on from there, you want to try and begin to structure out your days in ways that are going to work best for you, that are going to help you best optimize your time, breaking down blocks. If you have to use a planner, whatever means that you need to use, feel free to use it. Break down your times, like I'm going to spend this amount of time studying, then I'm going to take a break, schedule in breaks, it's very important, then I'm going to pick back up on my studies, then I'm going to have lunch, then I'm going to go to class. All of these things that are going to better help you manage your time is going to be very beneficial for you because, one, it's going to help you be a better nursing student, which is the time management piece is absolutely crucial, but it's also going to then bleed over into your career once you graduate. Once you feel like you have a decent handle on time management, another important facet individual facet of being a good nursing student is going to be note-taking skills. What may have worked for you in prerequisites may not necessarily continue to work for you in nursing school. And it's going to be a learning process, as is anything, as is training for a job, right? As is training to be a good nursing student. So try various methods, means of taking notes, whether it be writing it out, whether it be typing out, recording lectures, whatever might work best for you. Try and figure that out as quickly as you possibly can. And like I said, it's just going to be a refining process until you find out what works best for you. Another very important thing that kind of goes along with taking notes is lecture. And I feel like this is something that isn't necessarily discussed enough, but the way in which you actually receive lecture is very important. It's very important for you to take note of. So there's almost an art to listening to lecture, visualizing lecture, and simultaneously taking notes. Very easily people get lost in actually receiving the lecture while taking notes. You know, they get so consumed with taking the notes that they miss something in lecture. So there's going to be a very fine balance, but my best recommendation is to listen first. Listen first to what's being said. If you have the opportunity to record the lecture, that's great. We didn't, and a lot of people don't. So it's going to be a very fine balance, but what's coming out of that instructor's mouth is going to be paramount, and just try and take notes accordingly. But I feel like that's something that's often overlooked, and it's not something that you can necessarily teach how to receive lecture, but it's something to be cognizant of at least. And there are a lot of other facets that go along with trying to be a good nursing student, such as learning your skills, assessment skills, writing care plans, all of that jazz, writing papers, all that stuff. So my point is, I touched on a couple of the more important ones in my opinion, but just to say that there are a lot of different dimensions of what encompasses a nursing student, and it's very important to build that foundation to begin to retrain your mind to think like a student, to think like a nursing student, to think like a nurse, because these are the kinds of things that are going to help you be successful moving forward. Shed the dead wood, get rid of the things in your life that don't take precedence in these next 2 years moving forward for you. Hone in on those skills that are going to make you the best possible nursing student you can be, and grind it out. Just trying to provide you guys with some tools, some things to think about moving forward in this semester that are going to help you be a better nursing student, that are going to help you retain knowledge better for the long term, that are going to help you consequently, positively score better grades, score better scores on your tests, and ultimately, always remember why the hell you're doing this to begin with: to be the best nurse you can be for the benefit of your future patient. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We're putting out content every week to motivate, uplift, and inspire you to be the best you can be. It's your boy Nurse Bass, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.